Hello everyone, this is Mohammad Mazharul Haq, Assistant Professor, Triple Department, ISR Engineering College. I am dealing the subject electrical measurements and instrumentation, and in this online lecture we are going to discuss the topic of extension of range of ammeters and also some numerical problems on those. So already we have discussed about the extension of range of meters, like how should we add the resistance, shunt resistance, and series resistance to make the extension of the range of the meters. Now we will do some problems here, and we will try to find out the force as well as we try to find out the deflecting torque as well as controlling torque here, and all the problems will be covered in this particular topic. So let's start now. So here is an example. A PMMC ammeter has the following specifications. So first the specification is the coil dimensions is 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter and the spring constant is 0.15 into 10 to the minus 6 Newton meter per radian. The flux density is 1.5 10 to the minus 3 Weber per meter square. Determine the number of turns required to produce a deflection of 90 degrees when a current of 2 milliampere flows through the coil. So for this, what is the condition he has given, we have to understand first. Like he is giving that TD is equals to TC. What is he giving? TD is equals to TC. At steady state condition, deflecting torque is equals to controlling torque. And we are having the deflecting torque is equals to BANI. As from the previous derivations we have got TD is equals to BANI and TC is equals to K theta. Therefore BANI is equals to K theta. N is equals to K theta by BAI. So from this what we get is N is equals to K theta by BAI, nothing but if N is a number of turns, and from that number of turns we have A, that is 1 into 10 power minus 4 meter square, and we have also K given 0.15 10 power minus 6 Newton meter per radian, and also we are getting here B is equal to 1.5 10 power minus 3 Weber per meter square, and I is equals to 2 in 10 power minus 3 ampere. Therefore, theta is equals to 90 degrees, that is equals to pi by 2 radians. Therefore, the number of turns is, if we substitute these values of k is equal to 0.15 and b and I here, n is equal to 785 turns. Okay. And one more example is, we are having here the pointer of a moving coil instrument gives full scale deflection of 20 milliamperes. The potential difference across the meter when carrying 20 milliampere is given as 400 millivolts. The instrument to be used is 200 amperes for full scale deflection. Find the shunt resistance required to achieve this. If the instrument to be used as a voltmeter for full scale reading with 1000 volts. Find the series resistance to be connected. So let us write the given data here first. What is VM? What is the VM given here? That is the meter voltage is given as 400 meters, 400 millivolts. Im is equals to 20 milliamperes, and Im is the what? Meter current, that is 20 milliamperes. Full scale deflection is 20 milliamperes, and I is equals to 200 amperes given here by this cursor. It is given here. I is equals to 200 amperes, and from now what we get here is Rm is equals to Vm by Im. Rm is equals to Vm by Im. How can you find out this? Here is Rm is equals to Vm by Im, that is equals to 400 by 20, that is equals to 20 ohms. Here we got 20 ohms here, and therefore what we get here is 20 ohms is the answer Rm. Therefore I is equals to Im into 1 plus Rm by Rs. I is equals to Im into 1 plus Rm by Rs. What is Rm? Rm is 20 ohms. Rm is 20 ohms, and therefore substituting the values of Im, Rm and Rsh what you get here is you know Im, you know Rm, and you don't know RSL. So substitute the values of I. The value of I here is 200. At 200 is equals to Im is equals to 20 10 power minus 3 into 1 plus 20 by RSH. So after substituting this one, what we get here is RSH is equals to 2 into 10 power minus 3 ohms. Now what you have to find out? What is the find out is find the series resistance to be connected in it. So how to find out the series resistance? Now V is equals to 1000 volts, it is given already. So V is equals to Vm into 1 plus RSC by Rm. After getting this, V is equals to Vm into 1 plus RSC by Rm. V is equals to written here is 4000 and Vm is 400 10 power minus 3 into 1 plus RSC by 20. Rm is 20. So RSC is equals to 49.98 kilo ohms. Now we will see an example of this here. If the 150 volts moving iron voltmeter is intended for 50 Hz, has a resistance of 3 kilo ohms. Find the series resistance required to extend the range of instrument to 300 volts. If the 300 volts instrument is used to measure a DC voltage of 200 volts, find the voltage across the meter. So how can you do this one is, this problem has a given data of a 150 volt moving iron voltmeter is intended for 50 Hz. So how much is the voltage? 150 volts is the voltage. So the voltage is 150 volts. And what is the frequency is 50 Hz here given. The given frequency is 50 Hz and the 150 volts is also there. Now the resistance is 3 kilo ohms. How much resistance is there? The 3 kilo ohm resistance is there. Now find the series resistance required to extend the range of the instrument to 300 volts. So it is the to extend the range of instrument to 300 volts, how much we should add the resistance, that is series resistance, how much we should add here. So you are having 150 volts already. Now the range should be increased to 300 volts. So how much resistance should be required? Find series resistance required to extend the range of instrument. If 300 volts instrument is used to measure DC voltage of 200 volts, find the voltage across the meter. So if the 300 volts measurement is used to measure to 200 volts voltage, DC voltage, find the voltage across the meter. So here the second question is also there. Now we got here Rm meter resistance is equals to 3 kilo ohms, and here Vm is equals to 150 volts and V is equals to 300 volts. V is 300 volts here already given because we are having the if the 300 volts instrument is used to measure DC voltage, it is given. So V is equals to 300 volts. Now coming to here, V is equals to Vm into 1 plus RSC by Rm by using this formula. So what is the V value given? V is equals to 300. 300 is equals to 150 into 1 plus RSC by Rm. Rm is 3 and 300 is the measured voltage, complete volt range of the voltmeter, and Vm is the meter voltage, and therefore RSC is equals to 3 kilo ohms. So it is the actually expected one is 300 and the meter voltage is 150 volts. So after writing this formula, we can find out the series resistance that is to be added is RSC is equals to 3 kilo ohms. Already we have discussed about this formula in the previous class. Now we will take the case 2. What is case 2? Case 2 is given is if the 200 volts is measured, and then what is the Vm value? If 200 volts is measured by the voltmeter, then what is the Vm value he is asking. So if Vm is equals to we have to find out. So in the case of V, we write 200. Here we have written 300. Now he is asking about for 200 value. What is the Vm value? He is asking. So what we do is here we substitute 200. 200 is equals to Vm into 1 plus RSC by 3. 3 by 3 is 1, and therefore Vm is equals to 100 volts is the answer. That means that the meter voltage measures 100 volts. The meter voltage measures 100 volts here. So we have answered the two questions here. Find series resistance required to extend the range of instrument to 300 volts is RSC is equals to your 3 kilo ohms. And if the 300 volts instrument is used to measure DC voltage of 200 volts, then what is the voltage across the meter? So what is the voltage across the meter means the voltage that is measured is 100 volts. So So one more problem here is, or the numerical problem is, what is the value of series resistance? What is the value of the series resistance to be used to extend 0 to 200 volts range of 20,000 ohm per voltmeter to 0 to 2000 volts? So it is being asked here that what is the value of series resistance to be used to extend the range of the 0 to 200 volts range to 20,000 per ohm per volt range, or voltmeter to 0 to 2000 volt. So what is the value of series resistance we have to add? VSC is equals to, what we can do here is V minus V, that is 0 to 2000 volts maximum range minus the minimum range 0 to 200 volts. 2000 minus 200 is equals to 1800. Now what is this full scale deflection sensitivity? That is the full scale deflection is equals to 1 by 20,000, that is equals to 1 by sensitivity. So VSC is equals to RSC into IFSD is the formula, and here 36 mega ohms is the answer for this. RSC is equals to VSC by IFSD. IFSD is equals to 1 by sensitivity. Sensitivity is given by 20,000. So here you got VSC is equals to RSC into IFSD. RSC is equals to 36 mega ohms. 36 mega ohms series resistance to be used to extend the range of 200 volts to 2000 volts. In moving coil instrument, one more example is a moving coil instrument whose resistance is 25 ohms, gives a full scale deflection with a current of 1 milliampere, and this instrument is to be used with a manganese shunt to extend its range to 100 milliamperes. Calculate the error caused by 10 degrees centigrade rise in temperature when copper moving coil is connected directly across the manganese shunt. And second question is, a 75 ohms manganese resistance is used in series with the instrument of moving coil. So if you see here, the temperature coefficient of copper is 0.004 per degree centigrade, and of manganese is 0.00015 degrees per centigrade. So here you can observe that, so the solution for this is Im is 1 milliampere. Im is 1 milliampere here, that is the meter reading, and Rm is 25 ohms. Where it is given, it is 25 ohms is the Rm. That is the meter resistance, 25 ohms and 1 milliampere. Now coming to the question, this instrument is to be measured with manganese shunt to extend range to 100 milliamperes. Now it is to be made 100 milliamperes measured. So what is the I value? 100 milliamperes to be measured now. If the measuring value is I is equals to meter value, that is Im into 1 plus Rm by Rsh. So all the readings are in milliamperes. So we can write here 100 is equals to 1 into 1 plus 25 by Rsh, that is equals to 99. So shunt resistance, that is 0.2525 ohm, should be connected so that the range can be increased to 100 milliamperes. The meter reading the 1 milliampere should now read 100 milliamperes. For that, how much resistance should be added to extend the range of the ammeter? That was the question, and the answer is 100 ohm, that is 0.2525 ohms should be added. Now the instrument resistance for 100 degrees centigrade rise in temperature is nothing but RMT is equals to 25 into 1 plus 0.04 into 10. These are the values given here per degree centigrade. So we are writing RMT is equals to this value, and RT is equals to R0 into 1 plus sigma T into T, and therefore Rm is equals to 26 ohms at T is equal to 10 degrees centigrade. As the temperature increases, the resistance also increases here. Shunt resistance for 10 degrees centigrade rise in temperature is given by 0.2525 into 1 plus 0.0015 into 10, that is equal to 0.2529. Why? Because here the values are given 0.0015 for manganese, and the manganese is a shunt value that is added. So for the shunt value, we have to finding RSH is nothing but this value 0.2525, already we got this, into 1 plus 0.0015 into 10, that is equal to 0.2529 ohms. Now the current through the meter for 100 milliampere in the main circuit for 10 degrees centigrade rising temperature is given by I is equals to Im into 1 plus Rm by Rsh. So now here we change the values, like 100 is equals to Imt. What is Imt value? We will write here. Here Imt value given will be written, and what is the Imt value written, and therefore 1 into 1 plus 26 by 0.2529. So this value is 0.93 milliamperes. But normal meter current is 1 milliamperes. So error rising due to the rise in temperature is 3.7%. So while rising the temperature, there is some changes in the current also. We think that by rising the temperature, what happens is the resistance changes. The resistance changes, the current also changes, and therefore the error is 3.7%. Now what is the case B? We have seen that question in the case B is the 75 ohm manganese resistance is used in series with the instrument moving coil. So what is done here? Now it is in series. If it is in series, what happens? The resistance, total resistance is Rm plus Rsh is equals to 25 plus 75, that is equals to 100 ohms. So case B, as a voltmeter, the total resistance in the meter circuit is given as Rm plus Rsh is equals to 25 plus 75, that is 100 ohms, and I is equals to Im into 1 plus Rm by Rsh. Therefore 100 is equals to 1. What is 1? Im is the 1. So 1 into 1 plus 100 by Rsh. Rsh is equals to 1.01 ohms. So how much should be added here is 1.01 ohm of Rsh should be added for this particular voltmeter to get that range. Now the resistance of instrument circuit for 10 degrees centigrade rise in temperature is given by 25 into 1 plus 0.004 into 10 plus 75 into 1 plus 0.00015 into 10, that is equals to 101.11 ohm. So here the shunt resistance also can be calculated, and this is the value of shunt resistance. Therefore I is equals to Im into 1 plus Rm by Rsh. When the 10 degrees centigrade rise in temperature is occurring, Rm value, change Rsh value, and by these values we are writing 100 is equals to Im into 1 plus this 101.11 by 1.0115. Then you will get Im is at 10 degrees centigrade is equals to 0.9905 milliamperes. So error is equals to minus 0.95% error is there. Why? Because 1 is the actual meter reading, and here we are getting 0.9905 milliamperes when you are heating at a 10 degrees centigrade. So the error is minus 0.95 degrees, 95%. So students, like these problems can be asked in the exam, where some problems will be asked for the measurement, some problems will be asked for extension of meters, and problems will be asked for errors calculation. Therefore you can use this formula for this I current, and V is equals to Vm into 1 plus Rm by Rsh for this voltage. So one more problem we will see here regarding the same thing. The coil of a 600 volts MI meter has an inductance of 1 Henry. It gives correct reading at 50 Hz and requires 100 milliamperes. For its full scale deflection, what is the percentage error in the meter when connected to a 200 volt DC by comparing with 200 volts AC? Now here a typical problem is given here. Here it is asking that the coil of 600 volts MI meter has an inductance of 1 Henry and it gives a correct reading of 50 Hz and requires 100 milliamperes. For its full scale deflection, what is the percentage error in meter when connected to a 200 volt DC by comparing with 200 volts AC? So let us take a first case of AC now. In the case of AC, first case 1 is AC and Vm is equal to 600 volts and Im is equal to 100 milliamperes. Zm is equals to Vm by Im and Zm value is 6000 ohms. XL is equals to 2 pi FL, therefore it is 314 ohms, and Rm is equal to Zm square minus XL square, that is equals to 5990 ohms. Now IAC, current in AC is VAC by Z, therefore 200 by 6000, 33.33 milliamperes. Now we will take case 2 for DC. DC, IDC, VDC by Rm, 200 by 5990. that is equal to 33.39 milliamperes. Now error is equals to IDC minus IAC by IAC into 100. 33.39 minus 33.33 by 33.33 into 100 is equals to 0.18%. So this is the error finding out when two things are given and AC and DC are asked. We can do this type of problems also. Next is at 250 volts, MI voltmeter has a coil resistance of 500 ohms. So a 250 volt MI voltmeter has coil resistance of 500 ohms and the coil inductance of 1.04 Henry and series resistance of 2 kilo ohms. The meter reads correctly at 250 volt DC. What will be the value of capacitance to be used for shunting the series resistance to make the meter read correctly at 50 Hertz? What is the reading of voltmeter on AC without capacitance? So this problem is saying that a 250 volts MI voltmeter has coil resistance of 500 ohms, coil inductance of 1.04 Henry and series resistance of 2 kilo ohms. The meter reads correctly at 250 volts DC. What will be the value of capacitance to be used for shunting the series resistance to make the meter read correctly at 50 Hertz? What is the reading of voltmeter on AC without capacitance? He is asking. So we will write C value 0.41 into L by RS square is the formula for the capacitance, that is 0.41 into 1.04 is inductance divided by 2 into 10 power cube whole square, that is equals to 0.1 microfarad. For AC, Z is equals to square root of Rm plus Rsc whole square plus XL square. Therefore, Z is equals to square root of 500 plus 2000 whole square plus 314 whole square, that is 2520 ohms. With DC, what is the total value of resistance? 2500 ohms. For 2500 ohms, it is 250 volts. For 1 ohm, it is how much? For 1 ohm, it is 250 by 2500. Therefore, 2520 gives you 250 by 2500 into 2520. That is equals to 248 volts are the voltage with DC. So here the question is, what is the reading of voltmeter on AC without the capacitance? Is you are getting here 248 volts. This is the answer. Students, in this topic we have seen about the different types of extension of range of ammeters and different extension of voltmeters. So we have extension nothing but we have to add some resistance in series or in shunt to make the ammeter and to make the voltmeter to measure some extra values of the current or extra values of the voltages. So we have seen a number of examples. By solving some problems we have seen a number of examples, and therefore it is sufficient to write the numerical problem, to attempt the numerical problem whatever the data is given. And also we have done some problems based upon the finding the values of the voltage and finding the values of the current by the formula discussed in already in the previous topics. Okay, so students, I would like to end the topic here, and in the next class we will start the new topic. Till then, thank you.